Hello. How's everyone doing? So, let's continue the conversation over at Nikki's, shall we? So, it took me a few minutes to pull up some things. So, hey, Missy K. So apparently, over at dumbass Sally Ann's, she posted a picture of a fake marriage certificate. So, dumbass Sally couldn't tell the difference between a real marriage certificate and a real one. Hey, Wendy. She couldn't tell the difference. You couldn't tell the difference, Sally, between the real thing and someone trying to pull your leg. Hey, Jax. You couldn't tell the difference, Sally? It must suck to be you because I could tell the difference. Hey, Sarah could tell the difference. Nikki could tell the difference. I'm sure a lot of us could tell the difference. Because guess what? A lot of people in this community are married. They've gotten a marriage certificate of their own. They know what they know what one actually looks like. They actually know what their certificate looks like and what it doesn't. So I'm not going to put Slimy's marriage certificate up on my screen. I know Amy's looking for a reason to strike me, privacy strike me. So if anyone wants to go over to the 1 hour and 8 minute mark, they'll be up there for everyone to see. So guess what? We have a real marriage certificate to show everyone. So I'm going to show everyone how to tell if someone's pulling your leg. All right. So let's pull this up, shall we? Hey, Amber. Yep. Jax, you're 100% right. So here's California. This is a certified marriage license from the state of California, everyone. So you'll notice the difference here, all right? Do you see that the paper that it's on is special? It's colored. It's on special security paper. Yeah. That was mistake number 1. The copy that was presented to Sally Ann today, what looked like a folded up photocopy. Oh my goodness. Let's zoom in. All right. Let's zoom in to see what this entails. All right. So let's come down here and you'll see. Oh, look at that. The seal of the great state of California is on the left-hand side. Okay. Now we have the date issued. Okay. This license was issued May 24th, 2023. And it looks like that the San Francisco County Clerk issued this license. All right. So you have the stamp of the county clerk, or they called it the county recorder or assessor's office, assessor recorder. And you got the county seal of that office on the lower right-hand side. Oh, above the clerk's signature, you have the barcode. And you see, it's all on special security paper. Aw. The copy Sally Ann presented wasn't on security paper, was it? It looked like a cheap photocopy. So this is the state of California, all right? So this is probably the marriage license. The certificate would be on same type of paper, all right? Would have the same certifications and seals. All right, it would have the state seal. It would say the state of Arizona, and it would have the county seal. So it would have the Maricopa County seal on it somewhere on the document. Now, I'm not going to say it would be somewhere on it. All right, it would be on the top, it would be on the bottom, it would be in the middle. All right. And sometimes there's another seal that's raised. Okay? That's what you call a certified copy. Hey, Sonic. So this is a certified copy that was taken with the camera or scanner. Oh, and look at there. You have a watermark with the seal. Oh, there's something else that was missed. Oh my goodness. Another security feature. So, let me just Slimy's copy just said Clerk of the Superior Court, County of Maricopa, said State of Arizona on it. Gave the groom and the bride's name on it. It had in red certified copy. Does have a barcode at the bottom. But there's no state seals. There's no county seals. There's no signature of the county clerk who issued the document. So, Rachel, we're looking at a California marriage license, a certified copy, as you would call it. And these copies are actually valid in Europe. Now, my birth certificate, okay, is in multicolors. All right. It has the state seal on it, the county clerk, where it was issued. The state seal. Perfectly legitimate. Just like this. It has a watermark on it. Similar to this, but it's a birth certificate. And what I'm looking at that Sally Ann presented, sent by Slimy herself, looks like something, a cheap printout or Xerox copy made on a computer. You know, one of those cheap made up certificates that you can get a template for online somewhere, or you just started over in the word processing program and you just filled it in as you went along. And normally the license number is up on the upper right hand corner. This is an anonymous person's online that wanted to show everyone what an actual certified copy looks like. This looks nothing like Slimy's that she presented to Sally Ann. And Sally Ann was so dumb, she couldn't tell the difference. You couldn't tell the difference, Sally Ann, between the real deal and the fake. When I saw it, I says, wait a minute. There's something wrong here. I posted in a back chat, and every single person in the chat agreed it was fake. Damn. Who are you trying to fool? We weren't born yesterday. So let's ask the question. So, who cares if she's married? We don't care. All right? What is she trying to prove anyway? We were just commenting over at Nikki's about the medical records that Slimy showed Nikki that show that she was not married. All right. Then why didn't she show this fake certificate to the hospital? They had that changed, but a hospital would know the difference between a real one and a fake one, wouldn't they? They're at least trained to spot fake documents. Now, here's the thing that really gets me. Miss Slimy knows I do genealogy. I've seen plenty of marriage licenses and certificates. Researching dead people, all right? I admit it. I have a little hobby there. I've seen plenty of experience looking at this stuff. I've seen actual real ones, all right? Certified and non-certified, all right? And thank you, Sarah, for sending me another one to show. All right. Another certified copy. So we're gonna show another one, all right. Just let me stop this and let me see here. I'm gonna X out that website. Most states are very similar in how they do things. When you get a marriage certificate or marriage license, they collect different types of information. it varies by state. So let me see here if I can get this up on the screen or I have to download it. Let me see here. Oh, here we go. It's right here. All right. So here's the second one. Let me zoom in real quick. If I can. Okay, hold on. So here's another here's one from, let me see here, Los Angeles, California. All right, this is from 2014. So this is 10 years earlier. You see, you have a watermark of the county of Los Angeles, you got the seal, and you got the same two seals on the bottom. County of Los Angeles, Registrar's Office, Recorder's Office. You got the seal of the great state of California. Everyone see this? So, does this look like anything that Sally Ann put up on her live claiming it's real? Hmm. So, we're going to take a look at the application in Arizona. Shall we? In Slimey's County. So, you see, this is the information that Arizona collects. And they send you your marriage certificate in the mail. Oh, thank you. So we're going to show what an actual real one looks like. Okay? From the same place. Let me see here. So apparently, what I'm going to show you is uncertified. All right. I think one is certified. So, all right. So here's the application for a marriage license in Maricopa County. Okay. So we're gonna just give it a second. Let me just zoom in. Give me a second. Here we go. Here's the actual form from 2009. All right. I don't think they changed the form too often. Here we go. Here's what an actual form looks like. Different fonts. Here we go. We got the person performing the ceremony, signature of the bride, signature of the groom, signature of two witnesses, the date, the place, pursuant to the law. So we're gonna go to the next one. Here's the Reddit. Now there's the stamp on the bottom. Do you see that, everyone? There's that certification on the bottom. Do you see where the date is? Where the date is, and so right on the bottom, you'll see. You'll notice. All right. Let me see if I can you'll see right here, right in the lower right hand corner, there's the stamp that's signed by the clerk with the date and signature. That is not there on the other copy. And where's the state seal? You know, it might be hidden a little bit, it may be a raised seal or whatever, but it's not showing up on this copy. But you would have a stamp, wouldn't you? From the county clerk where it's issued. You see? Right there. On the record of marriage or certificate. Damn. Did you study this, Slimy, and you decided to work everything in a word processor to see if everything fit? Where's your certification from the county clerk? Hmm? Yep. But it's right on the side there, you know? Yep, Amber, absolutely. And thank you for sending it to me. Because I'm not saying that could be the actual format, but it doesn't have the stamps. It doesn't have the stamps. It doesn't have the seal. It's no damn certified copy. That's for damn sure. It's not even on the right. It's not even on the right paper. For fuck's sakes. Absolutely. She forgot to make a state seal for it. And it's very, very hard to reproduce the raised seal. You can see the California one where it's watermarked. Damn, you're debunked, lady. You didn't think that one of us would look into this? I even looked on the New York City old records. And there was a stamp from the health department saying received with the signature on it. Or a date stamped. Yeah, she is getting very sloppy. She even admits now that she's what's her name? What's his name? Bucky Buckaroo. She forged a birth certificate for Bucky. Oh, he was born in Boulder, Colorado. She forged that and presented that to Lyman. But Lyman actually lied and said that she called up Boulder. And they confirmed it was a fake. No, you didn't, Lyman. They wouldn't tell you anything over the phone, would they? So you just so Lyman just bluffed. Told a little fib. Said, I know it's fake. Lied it was confirmed by Boulder City officials. Boulder City officials would get in trouble if they even discussed the matter with Lyman. Because Colorado law prohibits it. I even looked up the law. You know. But Lyman was right. All right. Overall. When it came to Amy. So you were saying slimy, little slime ball. You think you can get one over on us? You got another thing coming. Apparently not, Smiley. Apparently not. I don't think she even told anyone that she was forging her marriage certificate. Because, well, Sally Ann may be scum, but, well, oh, certainly. Let me see if I can get it up a little further, Dave, at my end. Okay, it's kind of blurred. Okay, it's kind of blurred. Let me see here. The Reddit copy is blurred, of course, but let me see here. The original copy that Slimy presented Dave is blacked out. So it's, yeah, there is something weird about her, Southern Rose. There is something weird. Who knows, you know? Let me look at this. It says, pursuant to ARS 25128, the person performing the ceremony must, within 30 days, forward the bottom portion, record of marriage for official recording, clerk of the Superior Court, 601 West Jackson Street, Phoenix, Arizona, 85003. License to marry expires if not used by. Okay, that part on Slimy's copy, Dave, is blacked out. Yeah. Let me see if I can put that back up, all right, for you. Okay, let me see here. All right. Here we go. There we go. Here's a crisp copy. But what's missing from this one, Dave, is the certification. So somewhere on the page there has to be a raised seal or something. But on the other site, it's on the bottom. You know, it's on the bottom right, below the or it could be on the back of the document. You know, sometimes clerks put certification and the seals on the back, but that wasn't shown, was it? So, oh, it sure is, Smiley, and it's also a crime to present one. Yeah, Southern Rose. She's so lazy that she needs Ozempic to lose her weight, but yep, absolutely, Southern Rose. No seal. Google says it's a fraud. I'm only going by Google. You know, I'm going by Google and personal experience on this one. You know, I've gotten I have certified documents. I have certified documents, and they all have seals on them. They all have signatures at the bottom. Clerk signatures. Hey, Danny. Damn. Just to prove one little thing, try to discredit Nikki on one little thing about her husband's medical records, saying she's unmarried and she's a sinner. What's it called? Unlawful cohabitation. Why don't you just admit it? Slimy. You like to spread your legs and spend your boyfriend's money. That's what you like to do, don't you? Isn't that called prostitution, or wouldn't that make you a prostitute? But no one here is actually whining about it. It's 2025. The only issue we have about it is you put everyone else down. You know? If you look up the dictionary for the word prostitute, it means having sex for money or gifts, or isn't that what prostitution is? Having sex for money or monetary gain, or aw. Bye. Yeah. Sayonara. I don't know, Southern Rose. From what I'm hearing, they're not very close. You're gonna have to ask Nikki on that. You're gonna have to ask Nikki that question, but hey, you know. So someone had to make an alt just to say that. And wait 20 minutes on top of that. Yeah. Yeah, Amber. No seal, no deal. You know, no colored paper. No deal. You know? They're getting very strict on these vital records these days. Hey, Daria. They're getting very strict on these how they print these vital records these days, because anyone can take up get a word processor and type something out, or print out a blank form and then fill it out. Plus, state and county clerks, they change things around every so often. So nice try, Slimy. Nice try. Very nice try. So let's just stop talking about this rag for the night. So did y'all hear about the discovery over in Egypt with the pyramids? So what they found was they did a scan. They did one of those radar scans of the not of the pyramids themselves, but the ground they're sitting on. And they found that the pyramid complex is sitting, get a load of this, it's sitting on almost 2,000 some feet worth of pillars. It's like bigger, it's like higher than the World Trade Center. So Egyptologist makes us want us to believe that the pyramids were built from the ground up, blah, 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 blah. And they were built by, what do you call it? Ramps and everything. But then they find these deep pits underneath the surface, which are over 2,000 feet deep. There are supposedly 8 of them. I saw the radar image, and there might be more than 8 round pillars. And then there are holes at the bottom that may be that go for 2 kilometers deep. And I'm like, damn. Ancient people without tools or whatever couldn't build that. I'm sorry, but now they tried image they tried for over 25 years, 30 years to image the pyramids with varying success. They can't even get a image of the Grand Gallery of the Great Pyramid. And then they find this void in the I'm like, damn, I think it's what I think it is, it's like I think that might be background noise. So they want us to believe that, oh, it's the pyramid blocks are all made of limestone. That some of the walls are lined with granite. They carved them from a quarry not a little ways away, put them on boats. Hey, Jack. Jack, actually, I think that they're way older than they say. I think that they're way older. I think they're like the pyramids, maybe 10,000 years older, at least 10,000 years old. Because now they're suspecting and due to this new discovery that they're even older. Now, what? So they can actually, what they can actually do is they can image limestone, no problem. It's just the limestone, so-called limestone blocks of the pyramids can't be imaged too good. So I think there's something in those blocks besides limestone. I'm sure most of the block is limestone, but if you look in at the harbor in Alexandria, they actually had quickset cement that was invented probably around the time of Cleopatra, actually, that they used in the harbor. And I think that they had a method such as that to precast those bricks. And they probably had a formula that throws off radio signals and x-rays to this day, you know? Because one theory I had was that they had some kind of magnetism to them to lift the blocks up like a magnet. So now I'm beginning to wonder, are they even earlier than I thought when they actually had some kind of technology for what I'm reading, you know? Yeah, so the radar images show round pillar type structures underneath the Great Pyramid or the Middle Pyramid. And then there's supposed tunnels to the what's that complex called again that they found in 2008? The bird tomb or whatever. The tomb of the birds. So one of those tunnels that you have to actually crawl through. They want to actually crawl through it. They actually see where it goes. They actually have a sonar image of the ground that shows, oh, it goes to the middle pyramid. So it's kind of weird. But you look at this history, you look at these how these the Egyptians weren't the only ones that had these 10-ton blocks to lift up. You have the Greeks with the Parthenon foundation. Then you had the Stonehenge. Look at those massive blocks that they had to lift. It's just amazing. They had to do it somehow. And I'm thinking it's some kind of magnetism or sound type of knowledge they had back then that's lost to us today. Yeah, resonance frequencies made a sound. You know how operas, sometimes the sound of an opera could break glass. Yeah, exactly. And then the other theory I had was that some substances, some types of rocks can they have magnetism in them. So if you put an opposite reaction to a certain type of rock, Jack, so iron and magnetite, they're positive and opposite. So this is how you get magnets. So if you put magnetite or something in bricks of the pyramids or in the stones of Stonehenge somehow, yeah, there had to be Smiley. There had to be some kind of technology back then. I'm not saying it had to be plug plug this into the wall technology. They had their methods, because I'm sick and tired of these archaeologists assuming that these people were stupid. All they had was Stone Age tools to work with, but they can't figure out how these people did it. Look at Machu Picchu, for example. Look at Machu Picchu. They built structures that could withstand earthquakes, for fuck's sakes. How did they know that? Yeah, I think Amber, that they think, oh, it must mean aliens. They don't want to admit that aliens could have built the pyramids. Like the Egyptian authorities. They want to think that the people did it themselves. Well, that's all good, you know, but they can't even admit. Wait a minute, something's missing here. They can't replicate how they built the pyramids. Okay, not even with the ramp theory, not with the Yeah, I don't know, Smiley, if they could duplicate Stonehenge using the tools that they think they had at the time. Because what do they do when they have war? What does war over the years do? It destroys buildings, right? So when they wage war on someone, they burn down libraries. They burn down buildings. They burn down this. So many libraries. Yeah, absolutely, Jack. They can't replicate the pyramids with modern cranes, for fuck's sakes. Get the fuck off with pulleys. Get the fuck out of here with pulleys, you know? So now we find underneath the pyramids that, wait a minute. There's something there's a nice big cavity underneath the middle pyramid. Now the report doesn't say for sure, certain what's under the Great Pyramid or the third pyramid. They just focused on I think they just focused on one of them. Yeah, screw the pulleys. Those, you know how heavy those bricks were, those stones, and they can't even do traditional X-rays with those bricks, which makes me think, they had to have some kind of slurry. They had to grind up the limestone to a paste and then put other elements in it, like a binder. Because think about it, really, with boats, wouldn't those if you had hard blocks like that, like 10, 15 blocks, wouldn't you risk sinking ships with those? So if you had them in like bags, oh, here's the limestone mix. Oh, here's this element. Here's that element. And then they mix it together and on site. Well, Amber, I think most of the I think most of the entrances to the pyramids and the Giza complex is accessible from underground, not from above ground. You have a few entrances, all right, above ground. But I think the majority of the complex is underground, to be honest with you. And here's the thing. On the Sphinx, it says that Khufu only renovated the complex. He didn't build it. He was only making repairs after years and years of, what is it called, neglect. Okay, let's see. Egypt has earthquakes, sandstorms. Hey, 10,000 over 10,000 years ago, Egypt used to be savanna. It used to be grassy savanna and rained more. So now they have to go look. Now these scientists have to go look underneath the pyramid to see what this new radar study reveals. I hope it goes somewhere. I hope this new discovery. Oh yeah, Smiley. The pyramids in South America have been carbon proved to be a lot older than Egypt. A lot older. And there has been a few Ascaic record. Ascaic, I don't know how to say it. Ascaic record readers that say that Egypt and some of those pyramids over in South America and Central America. So Egypt was where some of the survivors of Atlantis landed. So that's interesting, Dave. And then there's some pyramids in North America too. So, and then there's rumored pyramids in Antarctica. Oh, is Nikki live again? Let me see. Oh, okay. So, all right, everyone. I'm going to hit the road. Let's head over to Nikki's. And I'm going to talk about some of these discoveries in another live. So, all right, everyone. Let's head over to Nikki's. She's back.